Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to another 5 weekly favorites. First, what do I want to talk about first? I'll talk about the makeup favorite. So this is the Rimmel Wonder Cloud All Day Wear Soft Shadow in the shade 001 Honey Drop.
I wanted that for a while, so yeah, tell me your thoughts.
Okay, so I had it saved on Amazon for forever, like since these launched, and I haven't seen them like at Target or anywhere else, just on Amazon. And they kind of, you know, as Amazon does, fluctuated in price a lot, and I generally don't really wear a lot of cream shadows like on a day-to-day basis. I'll usually just take like a powder bronzer in the crease, or I use my Sydney Grace like single matte shadows and I'll put those in the crease. I feel like if I'm going to wear a cream shadow, it usually is maybe like one of those beauty pie sticks that I just put all over the lid. But this really intrigued me because first of all, I prefer matte shadows to shimmers in general, and this was a matte, and then it was a neutral color, and the way that it was described like as a soft shadow, it kind of reminded me of that like kind of watercolor look,
like
on
the Glossier ones.
Yeah. And I love this color online, but again, you couldn't really tell what it looked like online. And then State of K compared this to Nude Sticks Terra. And back in the day when we had like a lot of nude sticks, I feel like at one point.
I almost went through a full Terra.
Yeah, Terra was my favorite shade. Out of like the shimmers, the mattes, Terra was my favorite shade. But those were not difficult to work with, but you know, you had to put them on, blend them out. They did really last a long time though. So I kind of, if I like love that color, I'm like, well, I'm gonna try this formula because I just want something for like everyday wear. And the first day I wore this, it was really easy. Like I just swiped it on the eyelid. You could even use your finger to blend it out.
Swatch it.
Okay, I'll swatch it on the back of my hand. But you could use your finger to blend this out, like no problem. Hopefully you can tell like kind of how like moussey it is almost. It's like very like matte and moussey, almost like a old school like liquid lip. You know the feeling? Like very matte and moussey and fluffy. And so you can tell like kind of how sheer it is too. So you could easily just dab this on and pat it out with your finger, but I use my Real Techniques crease brush that I put in that favorite brushes video, and I just blended like the edges out with that, and it dries down pretty quickly, but you do have some play time. And I was just shocked at the end of the day that it was still there. It lasted better than probably any like shadow I've ever worn. I mean, I guess granted I don't use cream shadows all that often, so like comparing formulas, but I could not believe the staying power of this. And I just like how it just gives that like very diffused natural look, but still defines your crease and like adds some color. So for if you're just going out for like a natural makeup day, I feel like this is the perfect product if you need something that's long wearing, because powder shadows, like if I put them in the crease, they don't really last throughout the day. Like I usually have to touch up if I need to like redefine my crease, whereas this, I just could not believe how long it lasted on the eyes, and the color is actually stunning. I'm sure you can tell, but again, this is the Honey Drop shade. I'm curious about the other shades, but kind of one of those things where I feel like I would get the most use out of this one, so I don't really see the need to purchase another shade, but I'm really impressed with that.
Okay, another like all-time favorite
that
we both have now is so you guys know we love the Lash sleeping mask. We've talked about this, but we've been purchasing it for probably like 8 years, like before it was even available on Sephora. But we both got the gingerbread limited edition scent because we love gingerbread. It is like one of our favorite flavor scents. Anything that has like, you know, ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, chai, that vibe. Any of those things we love. Like, love it so much. And I know I talked about it in that Sephora wish list video that we got this, and I love the brown packaging. So the brown packaging, they made this flavor in a brown package with, it's like an actual brown color. And you guys know too, we love brown lip products. Yeah. So it kind of was like a win-win, like for all around. This is like pretty much, I couldn't really envision a more perfect, Laneige sleeping mask flavor. Yeah, like my new fave for sure. I still had some lemon left, so I was like, oh, I don't want to like, you know, buy more than I need, but like I needed this in my life because and I forget, I didn't have it for a while, and I forget how good it is. This is my favorite like ultimate like lip product. It's so good. We love this flavor. They also have peppermint 10 out of 10, which is for the holidays as well. Yeah, I love the packaging. It's just so cute. Okay, next up is a skincare favorite. We were actually sent this a while ago, and you guys know I'm pretty dedicated to my
Cream face wash. That's pretty much been the face wash that I've used for years at this point. I feel like it does a really good job of removing like makeup, sunscreen without stripping the skin. I just think it works really, really well for my skin, so I kind of just keep repurchasing it. But I ran out of it and I forgot to like pick up a new one. And I had this, it's the Pacifica Glow Baby Brightening Face Wash. And I should say, there was another one from e.l.f. that I tried first, and that one didn't work for me. And so I was like, okay, well I have this from Pacifica. It got good reviews on Ulta, and I hear really good things about their skincare, but a lot of the skincare products by them have fragrance, so I usually don't use them. But fragrance in a cleanser is less concerning to me. And people said this smelled like dreamsicle, and it does. So I decided to give it a go, and basically it is a face wash that has AHAs and vitamin C. And I remember Dr. Dre did a video, or she kind of just mentioned it randomly, that if you use a face wash with AHAs, like lactic acid,
or
glycolic,
BHA, she talks a lot about like salicylic acid face washes.
that it kind of like, it opens your pores a little bit more, so your like retinols or like serums, any actives can penetrate the skin better. And that never really like, you know, occurred to me, but I was like, oh, well, you know, I want my retinol to be as effective as possible. So I was like, I'll just give this a go because I've never really tried a cleanser with AHAs before. The vitamin C, I don't really know what that's doing as a rinse off product, but regardless, it was really the AHAs that caught my eyes. Like this has glycolic acid and lactic acid. So anywho, I gave this a go and I really, really enjoyed this. And I should say I can only use this at night. It's a little bit too stripping for the morning. That I just need something much more gentle. So I can only use this at night, but I really, really like it. It has a lot of cushion to it for more of like a cleaner brand, as Pacifica is. I feel like it has a really nice amount of cushion and like viscosity to it, and it lathers really, really well. It doesn't strip my skin, but again, it's too stripping for the morning, but it still is like a foaming face wash, I would say. And the smell is so good, you guys. It literally does smell like a dreamsicle. I don't understand. Can you smell that?
Yeah, it does smell really
good.
So
Why
good.
is
It's so bright.
Yeah, so that was one of the reviews on
get it on my shirt.
Ulta or Sephora was that the color stains their towels, and I'm not really understanding that because
please shut it. I'm worried about it.
Fine.
It's like neon.
It's not gonna go anywhere. It's thick.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess I can show you and then I can shut it. But
it looks like a highlighter yellow.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's so yellow, but
this is really weird.
I think it's probably from the essential oils, I guess, in here. But anyway, somebody said that it stained their towel, but it, you know, it doesn't stay yellow. Like as soon as you lather it up, it turns like a white lather. It's a pretty normal face wash. So I don't really know how this would stain someone's towel because it doesn't stay yellow. As soon as you add water to it, it like dissipates. So that doesn't really bother me at all, but I guess I should point that out that the color is quite vibrant. It hasn't stained any of my towels though. But yeah, overall I'm really impressed with it, especially for the price. Obviously I don't know if it's actually helping like my actives penetrate better, but it does kind of leave the skin looking brighter and like more refreshed. So I also like that aspect of it.
Okay. Cord and then yogurt?
Sure.
Okay, so I feel like you guys like when we talk about like what we do and like, you know, our real life, our fun times we have here and there. So on Thursday, we went to see Cord Overstreet because you guys know we love Glee. It is our happy show. It's literally the show I turn on when I'm like feeling the most down.
Yeah,
and
it's the best.
Yeah, and we love Sam Evans, Trouty Mouth, Cord Overstreet. He's always been one of my favorites on the show.
Yes,
like love him. We love blondes, so
yeah,
you know.
Naturally.
Yeah, naturally we love Sam Evans. And he was playing at the Hotel Cafe, which is really close to our house. We contemplated walking, but we did not because this is Hollywood after all, and you know, things might get a little...
It would have been fine. We just didn't feel like it.
Yes, but we were like, oh, this is so perfect. It was like really affordable, Thursday night, really close to our house. Let's go.
Yeah, the tickets were $15.
Yeah, so cheap. And it ended up blowing us away. Number one, that venue is insanely cute.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone has been there, we had never been there, and like we said, we live so close. We've lived in LA for 7 years. It's pathetic how little like live music we've seen.
Well, no, I think we just you know, we never made it a priority, and then we always enjoyed it when we could. And then I feel like during the pandemic, we just realized like we missed doing those things. So now we're trying to get out there.
Yeah, we've bought like multiple concert tickets. That we're so excited for. Yeah, it was definitely the pandemic. I feel that made us realize how much we love like listening to music. But yeah, the venue is really like small, but it's really cute. It's an old building, and he was just so incredible. Like, I feel like they definitely didn't give him enough of the spotlight on that show.
Of course, because there were, you know, the main characters, and they kind of got the spotlight, and then there were like the supporting roles. But that's true of any show, any performance. But I also think that, you know, Glee ended a while ago, and I'm sure that he's gotten better as he's gotten older too.
Yeah, that's true, but okay, that is true, but he seems like someone that was just born with talent.
Yeah.
But anyways, we wanted to put him in our favorites because now we've been listening to all his music, and we really love, like, what's the one we really love? Something, I mean, he has a lot of, he talked about this, how a lot of his songs are, like, kind of depressing, but it's funny. Not funny, but it's just, like, they're all kind of sad. But
he writes a lot of, he said, like, heartbreak songs, and his, you know, managers, like, you have to write something more upbeat. But we were also shocked that he wrote all these songs because they are so
every single song he sang, he either wrote by himself or with, like, maybe one or two co-writers.
So we liked our favorite.
We liked Tortured Soul.
Tortured Soul, we really liked.
I liked Homeland.
And then he did
Water Into Wine.
Water Into Wine.
We love that one
was so good live.
Yeah.
It's a little more, like, subdued when you listen to it on Apple Music. Yeah. But he also did, like, some covers. He sang Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, which is one of our all-time favorite songs.
It really is.
Fleetwood Mac. So that was so good. And then he sang the song that his dad wrote, which we had no idea, When You Say Nothing at All.
Yeah, we didn't know his dad wrote
country
that song. Britta's boyfriend did not know that song, and we were like, oh my god, knew every word, because, you know, growing up in Wisconsin, we love country music. But yeah, we were just shocked at his talent. He has, like, his vocals were amazing. He was so good on guitar. He sang, like, wrote all his songs. We were just like, what? Like, where was this? Where was he hiding?
Yeah.
So
we had a great time.
It was a great time, and yeah. Overall, Cordover Street, 10 out of 10, recommend. Listen to his music.
Yes.
Support him.
Yeah, we can't obviously play it because of copyright things, but we'll just link it below.
Yeah.
Okay, last is a food favorite. We couldn't have a weekly favorite without a food favorite. This is the Yoplait. Is it We? We?
We?
We have Marine.
Way?
I don't think it's Way.
Okay.
That's We. I think it's Yoplait.
But Way by Yoplait would be cute.
But Way would be like the hair care brand.
I guess.
I think it's We.
If anyone knows.
We have to ask Maureen. She'll
Okay,
know.
yeah.
So, this is the Yoplait French style yogurt. And fun fact about us, as kids, we loved the Yoplait custard style yogurt. If you guys remember it, it came in like their little like
Color. I love those things with the foil seal. They all had different colored foil seals. Remember that?
Yes, we loved
Key
the
lime pie.
lemon, the key lime pie, the vanilla.
But
we
Boston cream pie. I love that one.
We lived on Yoplait custard style and Philadelphia cheesecake bar.
Britta saying we loved the Yoplait custard style is such an understatement. Like, we lived for that stuff for breakfast for like 8 years of our life.
Yeah.
Like, that's all we ate.
All we had.
For breakfast.
So they did away with it because I'm sure it wasn't healthy, and that's fine, but we really
I don't know
missed
what
it.
they put in it to get it so thick.
It was so thick.
It was so good.
I'm getting off on a tangent, but this is the closest that we found to the custard style. It says French style. I don't know why that means thick.
Well, maybe French yogurt is thick. Another Marine question.
Yeah, that's true.
We have a friend Marine from France.
Yeah, she'll know all the tea.
Yeah.
But it's very thick, and it reminds me of the custard style. And I haven't actually tried this vanilla flavor. The first one we got was the pumpkin. Was it pumpkin?
It was apple. We couldn't find the pumpkin. It's apple.
That was apple? The whole time I was eating, I thought it was pumpkin.
It's apple. What? It tastes like apples.
Then that makes more sense, I think.
Yeah, the pumpkin is the non-dairy one. We can't find it.
Okay, so we got the apple one. And
apple
they
pie.
put all the like flavoring on the bottom, which I love, because you basically like put your spoon in there. Also, glass jars.
Yeah, the
It's
glass,
so cute.
I was going to say, wow, we are really getting on a tangent, but the glass is like what I love most, I think.
The glass is so cute. I've seen,
makes
like,
you feel fancy.
they've done, which I also think this is brilliant too, like, as a marketing strategy. Yoplait has done a lot of campaigns with, like, DIY bloggers that I've seen and how they, like, repurpose these jars. So I think that's amazing that they're showing people how you can reuse these to be more sustainable.
At the very least, you can rinse it out and actually recycle.
And you should take the label off. That's another key component. But yeah, love that you can recycle these. The flavor's so good. I love that they put the flavoring on the bottom. It all tastes very real, not artificial.
I think the ingredient list is really real. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just pasteurized grade A milk, cane sugar, vanilla extract, yogurt cultures, and natural flavor. So really 10 out of 10 recommend. These are so good. They've been such a little treat. And prior to this, I feel like the only yogurt we really bought regularly were the, like, Chobani flips, and I like those, but sometimes they do taste a little artificial.
I agree. This like feels cleaner.
We're
trying to be a bit more clean. Not really, because you guys know we
like
love
show them
snacks.
all the snacks we buy.
I know, but like with our coffee creamer, like we're trying to just buy like the natural bliss instead of like the coffee mate that's not so good.
Yeah, we are trying to make better decisions overall. But this yogurt is so good, and I've seen people talk about it and didn't know it was like custard style. So if you didn't know as well, now you know. Pick it up. You can get it at Target. It's really good.
Okay, that is it for our 5 weekly favorites. This was probably the most random week ever.
Yeah, we kind of went on a tangent for everything, but hopefully it's not too long.
Yeah, go eat some yogurt and listen to some Cordova Street.
Yeah, please do. Have a great weekend.